Hey guys, it's Lane. I'm really sick right now, but something's been bothering me, so I want to make a post about that. Also, because I'm sick, I look a mess, and my glasses are crooked because my head is crooked, but that's for another day. In the past 6 months, and this is only to my knowledge, I have been outed without my permission by 3 people. One of those people was in a class of mine, and it was a queer theories class. So you would think that people would be more sensitive, and another person was someone who is queer identified and is really proactive about engaging with the community and doing things that are positive, but yet it still happened. It's not that I necessarily care when people find out, but I am choosing to live stealth right now, and even given that it's just not cool to out someone without their permission. So I want to make a post about this, and I just have a few tips about this. First of all, I say don't out someone without their permission, but even with their permission, tread with caution and be wary, because a lot of times it's really easy to be pressured into saying, okay, sure, yeah, you can tell them I get. I know I've done that a few times because I felt like for some reason, it's very subjective, but they really wanted this person to know, or, someone else felt like they needed to know. But ultimately, it should really be the person's decision who's being outed. So even if you have permission, make sure that you actually do and that you're not pressuring them into that decision to let you out them. My second point is that it can be really easy to accidentally out someone, so you have to be really careful, especially when it comes to things like being trans. Although, this video is for any type of outing, specifically LGBTQ, but I mean, it applies to whatever. But, oh, Sabine. Yeah, she's back because I'm back home. We moved, actually. But yeah, it can be really easy to accidentally out someone, especially when they're trans. Because, if you refer to them in the past, maybe they went to an all-girls school and that's how you know them, if they're F to M, and you say that. You really have to be careful what you say. And, being trans, I have to be careful what I say. I went to a summer camp for 3 years, and obviously all of my cabin mates were girls. And I have to be really careful when I talk about summer camp, and I don't want to be outed because of that. But those are the types of things that you have to really watch out for because it does happen. The next point is there's no way to justify outing someone. Maybe you thought it was necessary. Maybe, they found out and they asked you. Even if that's the case, it's not all right to say, yeah, that person is blah, blah, blah. I was talking to my mom about how this has happened to me a lot recently and how it was really bothering me, and she was like, her heart was in the right place, and she was just trying to make me feel better about it. But what she said was a lot of the things I feel like people could justify outing someone with. Mainly, people gossip. They're going to gossip about anything. But when it comes to someone's identity, gossip can be shitty regardless. Although we all do it, I do it. I'm not going to act like I'm high and mighty and I'm not guilty of it because I am. But when it's something really delicate like someone's identity, something like being trans, that's a big frickin' deal. So, even if people gossip, that's not typical gossip fodder. She was also saying, people are going to wonder and they're going to talk, or maybe they think that it's interesting. Okay, I mean, maybe, yeah, maybe it's interesting for you, but it's not really that interesting for me. Speaking from my own personal situation here, it's not interesting for me, and if I don't want you to know, I don't want you to know. If I make the decision to out myself to someone, there's usually a reason for it, and I don't want someone else to make that decision or decide those reasons for me. Ultimately, and my final point is that it does happen, and I understand that it's happened to me, and I get that. And I'm not angry at the people who have done it, but it is a bit upsetting. If you have been accidentally outed, just try to forgive that person. You are totally in the right to ask for an apology. And if you have accidentally outed someone, it's okay, it's not the end of the world. Just try to apologize to that person and be really sincere about it. Also, even if you have permission or if you did accidentally out someone, make sure that you go back and you let that person know that you told that it's not okay to tell other people because they will, and that's how things like this happen. And then it just, builds up, and that's also not cool. So yeah, just don't out people without their permission. It's not cool. Sabine doesn't like it either. She's like, no, we don't do this, right? So yeah, take care, everyone. Hope you're having a good summer. And these glasses are so crooked. Happy Pride.